Students, this is a short Photoshop video on how to start working in a document in Photoshop. So first we're going to start by creating a new document. So we're going to go to New, and maybe for now we just want to start off with the width of 5, the height of 10, and the resolution of 300. Remember, if we want to print something, we need to have the resolution of at least 240 or higher, the highest being 360. So we're going to have that resolution. Our color space for standard working space is sRGB. We're going to change the background to transparent. Right now it's on white. And we're going to use an 8-bit mode. Remember, there's more. The more you change the bit mode, notice that it changes the image size. So we're not working with a really big file. Notice everything is the same. The bit mode is what changes the actual file size that you see here. So we're going to use 8-bit mode. We're going to do inches, width, and height. And then the resolution, it's pixels per inch to 300. So then we're going to go ahead and press OK, or you can go ahead and change your document type, rename it if you wanted to right now. The best way of making sure that your stuff is always properly named is start with your class period, hyphen or underscore your last name, underscore your first name, underscore the assignment name. That way that you can locate all of your files even if you're downloading on the computer. So we're going to go ahead and press OK. Now, we started in this space. It's a little bit narrow, but what we're going to do first is we're going to make sure that our workspace is correct. So notice that I have a long bar here. Maybe somebody moved your layers panel and now you can't find it, or it's completely disappeared. Maybe your workspace doesn't look like this. So the first thing that you need to do is to actually change your workspace. So we have it here in Essentials. We can go to Reset Essentials, and notice that it pulls up all the things that you would need for that particular space. So photography is a little bit different, and sometimes even your tools will change. The main tool will change depending on what workspace you are in. So Essentials is the one you always want to work on. And you always want to reset your space whenever you start working. So maybe you want to create your own workspace and title it with your name, with all of the information already saved, so that way you can always continuously work on a computer that's being shared by multiple people. That's one way. Or we can go to, I believe it's Window and Workspace, and you can find it there. So again, there's two different places where you can reset your workspace. One is in Window, Workspace, reset your workspace. Essentials is the default, or you can go up here on the top right-hand corner and change it there, reset your workspace. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to make this document a little bit bigger. And maybe say, for instance, we create a design here. Say, for instance, the polygonal lasso tool, we created a shape. My foreground color is green. I don't want it to be too scary, so maybe I'll pick maybe a light pink or something of that sort, or a light dark magenta. So I've just changed the colors. Notice RGB mode is there, and my shape did not change colors right now, but I can always click on it here in the fill. Okay, so I've created my shape, and notice that I need a paper that is a proper print size, which is 8.5 by 11. So, and I still want this shape to be right here, but I want to add to the right-hand side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to Image, And because I don't want it to change the size of the actual picture, I want to change the canvas. The canvas is a workspace in which you are working in. You can always change that here. So maybe I don't want to add it to all the sides. Maybe I just want to add it to the right-hand side. And notice that now all of the extra is going to go to the right-hand side of my paper. So maybe I want to do an 8 instead of a 5, and notice that my file size changed. It was 12.9 megapixels, and it was 5 inches wide, and now it's going to be 20 megapixels and 8 inches wide and 10 inches for the height. And notice I can anchor the location in which where I want the extra length to be added to. So then I'm going to press OK, and there we go. It's added it to the right hand side. Again, we went to Image, Canvas Size, and we changed the anchor points. So if we would have done this, then obviously it would have added it to that particular corner and it would have been on this side. So make sure that you're doing, you can change your canvas size and you can change your workspace. Again, reset. Always make sure that you reset your Essentials workspace. If you can't find it there, go to Window, go to Workspace. You can find it and locate it there. Again, to review, we've changed our workspace, we've added a shape, we've changed our canvas size, and we've anchored the remainder of the addition to one particular side. Thank you, and make sure that you know how to do these particular steps.